We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
But we weren't rewarded with a goddamn moon ring. No, it wasn't, so I was wrong. So the slide eye patch is move resist, but not move. And the cleansing eye patch is blight and disease, but no move in there either. Arbalest has a move skill chance ability. Strange. Where can the Arbalest, where can Bola be shot from? Just back to. Who would you lock in hard-skinned on? I'm dubious of locking hard-skinned at all. I like the hard-skinned quirk, but the way that rounding in this game works, I suspect 10% rarely does anything. But I don't know, I haven't actually looked at it. It's just that the game truncates a lot of numbers for some reason. What were we doing? Oh, first thing we were leveling the people who just leveled here. In case we get bee-wolfed. Other than that, we're gonna go look for moon rings. Gotta be fucking kidding me with this playthrough. 60 weeks. Could go kill the unstable flesh. That's probably the run we're gonna do here. Yeah. Alright. Go pick up a Hell's Hairpin. Which is good in the early game, but I don't think it's good at this stage in the game particularly. Except I'm still missing enough moon rings that it might be good. Alright, sort by rarity. Let's pull them off the mission. They're already off the mission. We should decide who we're bringing for this. Okay. Alright. Who do we wish to bring for this fight? I hate this fight. This fight is unpredictably terrible. Slayer on guard. Unholy Hater, balanced Warren's Phobe. Need to get rid of Warren's Phobe there. Scrounger, Manslayer, Night Owl, Precise Striker. Okay. I think I might run my position 1 comp again. We did this occultist last time, right? Squishy. Tough and hard skin together make a pretty nice combo. As does Beast Hater in this dungeon, plus hard skinned. Maybe Hellion. Maybe, I was thinking Jester here. That would be the most number of dots, but Plague Doctor plus Jester, it's really squishy and there's no front rank there. So probably not. Hellion has excellent resists, which should be very good in this fight. And a Clotter Hellion would be good here as well. Alright, our stress healing is really bad getting to the boss though. Could Rebel. Okay, Jester. I mean, this would be one of the last fights I'd want to bring a Jester on if I were to bring a Jester. Just not bring the Plague Doctor. How many weeks before I go to the Darkest Dungeon? Kind of hate that question as well. I go and I have the troops that do it, which means everybody level 6 that I want to bring. So when I get them to level 6. Jester or no Jester here? What does the comp look like if I bring a Jester? There's EU4. You'll notice tons and tons and tons of it on YouTube right now. He hates everything. Huh. Could be. Could be. Perhaps I need to eat. No, I would never use that trinket. 50% stress is way too much. Kind of want a hound here. It'd be a position 3 hound. Wait, where did our hounds go? Thought we had a hound picked out. We did. We had Ravensaurus picked out. Okay. Can I get on the bike? Yes, I'll be doing that momentarily after that request. What if we did no Plague Doctor here? So bleeds, bleeds, more bleeds. Kind of like the clutter. Like this. He's got Night Owl though. I don't want him going ahead. They both have Night Owl. I don't want him going ahead of the Jester. Does he have On Guard too, or did we finally get rid of that? We finally got. No, we still have On Guard. No. Okay. We're gonna do this. This is a little bit squishy still. I think we're gonna run this comp. We might lose Jesters on this, I really hope not. So I just need to make sure I overindulge in items. This is probably the only time I'm gonna bring Harvest on a Jester. Dragon looks pretty well set up. Do I want to bring Adrenaline Rush into this fight? I don't know. Comes Harry. Not going to be any positions that require other skill sets. Let's just go with that for now. Oops. I think everyone's leveled here, but just in case. Nope. Alright, let's go Sanitize and Cure. Anemic could go. Syphilis should go. Sickly should go. Curious has to go now. Okay. We'll bring a Jester on the Darkest Dungeon. I'm considering it in one of the Darkest Dungeons. Yeah, I am. I've never done that before. I'm considering it possibly in DD4 and possibly in DD1. DD1 I feel a little sketched out by it because they're so low HP, but I'm thinking about it, considering it. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're bringing healing items for once. Don't know how I feel about negative speed healing items. Just because... How do you lose this fight? Get a big crit with the dot, and then your guys who are really fast go ahead of your healer and die. So perhaps I want to bring a higher stress healing item. Doesn't slow me down. Like Junia's head. The Jester might die, you recommend Aqua. We'll keep that in mind, Solitaire. Bleed resist and damage versus Eldritch is really good in this fight. Probably want to bring that. Moon rings are quite good, I hear. Oh wait, what? I don't want to put that on the Jester. I want to put that on the healer, clearly. Hellion. This is Eldritch Slayer. Good here. Hound. Hound is a stunner up until that room in this mission. Ooh, I can... No, it's looks like a dodge tank here, but it's not quite true. Do I run protection? Happens when you treat a character with syphilis at the brothel, does it spread? No. Nope. No, it does not spread. Scouting. Second item here. Second item here, map. So who wants the ethereal crucifix? I want less HP on the Jester. That feels really bad. I don't really want less HP on the... Oh, this is 4 fucking HP. That's so much. Leaders, this is what I want in this fight, but I don't know if it's worth taking the reduction in HP. It's a scary fight to have reduction in HP. We're gonna have buffs there, so I suppose I take this here, and we're gonna have accuracy buffs, so another damage buff here would be good. Could also run stun buff until we get there. This is probably my second scariest, well, of the regular bosses, this is my second scariest boss besides Hag. Really do not like the inchoate flesh. It's dangerous. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do for this last one. I think I'm going to bring a stun stone, but I'm not overly thrilled about it. Okay. Hag's the easiest boss? I strongly disagree with that. And I would even go so far as to say the exact opposite of what you said and say that I think the 8 and the 12, is that the 2? I can't remember the 3 numbers. The first 2 levels of the cannon are extremely easy. Alright. Alright, let's go. Have every rose. Have the buffs I want, including Rebel. Yeah. 2 of these, 2 of those. I want to bring as many of those as I can bring. 7? 7 might be overkill. Let's bring 5. Let's bring Holy Waters, Anti-Venoms, and Bandages. Okay. We have shovels, we have food, we have keys. Gotta remember to change skills over before we go and fight this. Alright, let's go.
could not store such a prodigious amount of offal, nor could I rid myself of it easily, possessed as it was by unnameable things from outer spheres. When excavations beneath the manor broke through into an ancient network of aqueducts and tunnels, I knew I had found a solution to the problem of disposal.
Just dumped it down the drain. Also,
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
good to remember that's there. I would actually like to come back to that. Okay. Damn. Quite enough. That was. Hopefully we can hit there. Oh, don't give me diseases to start with. That would be terrible. And I don't want to run this Junia's head until I have to.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Well, I have a Jester, not a Hound. I guess maybe I'll be okay. Messes up my group stun by him moving back like that. Like to kill this thing this turn. Good.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
This group is kind of fragile. Makes me a little apprehensive going into the flesh with this. Oh, why are you going first? You're speed 4. Oh.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I want to use this. How do I do it though? Throw up portraits. Alright, let's back up. Head back to the first item. I want a chance at getting rid of anemic on the dog. Nice. Very nice. Okay, Jester needs stress healing here. 110. Another fight right here. Looking for a one shot, not even close. Take the other treat here. That's good at least. I don't think Mark affects these guys.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Good.
resistance surges as the enemy
Put that off.
crumbles.
We're gonna eat one attack from this guy, I think. All in chain. As long as it doesn't stun, that's probably the best result I could get. Nice crits. Just kill him. He can't act. Just for a crit, but we're at 0 stress, so it doesn't really matter.
Maintain the offensive.
Don't really want to bring that home. Sort that out. Let's throw a key into this. I think we're tossing the other key. I think we'll toss the citrine. Alright. I was hoping for a scout ping there, didn't get it. Let's turn on breakthrough in case we get shuffled. Have holy water, but my holy water is otherwise accounted for. Actually, we know where the boss is too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we don't. Could be either of those. Not a trap. Hooray.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting
No
for
scalping
blood.
again. Very obnoxious. Come on, scouting items, do your work. Alright, here we go. Boss to the bottom of the dungeon. Alright, so we can camp here. I want to set up Battle Trance and Sharpened Spear for 6. Then what? Sanctuary. Actually, it won't be Sanctuary. It will be Hound's Watch for 10, and then 1 Encourage, I guess. Okay, so that's what we're going to be running. So let's camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
That is the one thing about
and
the
uneasy
Warrens.
companionship.
You almost always can get to the boss quickly, unlike every other dungeon. Which is kind of good news. You don't always need a stress healer, but the Jester actually combos okay on this boss, I think. So let's run Sharpened Spear, Battle Trance, Hound's Watch, and Encourage there. Alright.
You have returned.
No, I don't care about
The
Tiger's
light,
Eye.
the promise of safety.
Welcome back, Renegade Zach. 3 months. Thank you for the resub. Alright, before we go into this room, we need to mess with our skills. Just not accidentally walk in there. Okay. I do want Finale. I just don't want Inspiring Tune. I want Harvest as well. I don't want Breakthrough. I want Bleed Out. I'm really considering running Adrenaline Rush over Iron Swan right now. Alright, I want Nuke,
Quitters
Hound's Harry,
never win.
Guard, and Heal. These are okay. Welcome back, Arathon. 2 years, man. Thank you for the resub. That's congrats for the successful stream. Appreciate it. Okay, these items are good. These items are good. These items are whatever. Doesn't really matter. Plus damage items on Hound's Harry, quite honestly. So this should be okay. Got some extra stress, which is too bad, but that's what we got. All right. I think I'm at Holy Water now. Alright, here we go. Tomorrow, this is it.
Squirming, contorting, and
All right.
earth panting. This horror must be unmade.
Yeah. This is the stuff that always scares me, right? Like, I mean, he's at fucking 1 health. It's been 1 round. Thankfully, he resisted both the dots because we're running stuff that lets him do that, but that's still scary as all hell. Alright. Let's go ahead and bleed out on... That's 80% protection. I don't even think that's a good deal. I think it's better just to attack directly into here.
Well struck.
Good. Those are non-crits too. Like, you know, I can easily get crit in that position. Should have moved this stun resist around. I forgot they stunned me. Alright, Jester time. Let's burn off the debuff. This has 0 protection. That's the target you want to go after.
Precision and power.
More dots. Maws of Life is a huge attack too that can crit. We've had so unlucky things before versus this where they just crit us nonstop. Yeah. So on the last level, this is the level 3. At the level 5 version of this, that undulating evasion hits twice. It's 2 targets.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Can you imagine? I've been hit with that 4 times now. If it had hit 8 targets instead of 4 targets, both these characters would be dead. All right, let's go ahead and bleed out here. As it is, okay, we can lose a Jester here. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, we got a Death Door check. This is why I've always hated Jesters on this fight. Because they're just squishy as shit. That's scary. Didn't bring him to Death Door, thankfully. But he's now blighted. Okay. 60% protection, 40% protection. What's the damage range here? 6 to 12, 8 to 15. Let's do 3 more damage, but I get the bleed. The bleed is for 4 points, so it's better. Yeah, low-ended. Okay. The healer needs to go. This, by the way, is the scariest composition of all. Two unstable flushes and big front, and then, the two guys with Maws of Life and 2 guys with undulating evasion. It's just like ridiculous. Good harvest here.
It is as grotesque in death as it was in life.
We had a Death Door check. Every time we have a Death Door check is a chance we can lose a character.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Not entirely thrilled with how that went. Not thrilled at all with how that went. Do I even take another fight right now, or do I just take this loot and run? There's a lot more loot to be had, though. Yeah, let's turn on the skills again that I want. I mean, we got pretty lucky there. There were almost no crits on us from the enemy. We still almost lost the character. Those Jesters. I don't know how I run a comp with Jesters in it. That's why I tend to avoid using them. It's because I run into how squishy they are. Alright. Let's grab some stuff. Why can't I move? Oh, because I'm not in that room. I'm in this room. You gotta watch for respawns. Is that a holy water curio? I don't know what this curio is. think there's a lot of point in that. So I'm not probably taking a fight, but if I do get stuck having a fight, this room's empty. Alright, let's head over here. Eat. This is not the one that interacts with holy water, it's the other one. So that's useless to us. Okay. Taking some extra stress right now that I don't really need to be doing. Trap disarm 75, 115 right now. Let's make this a guarantee. Roll 115. Okay. And I think I'm just avoiding the last fights. I don't trust this health pool. Any random number of crits could crush me. So let's just go home. All right, we got the boss, but we could get rolled on once for Death's Door, which means that a third of the time that happens, we just lose a character. I hate being in positions where it's chance-based whether or not I fail a quest. We would have killed the boss still, but whether or not I would lose a character is kind of a big deal. Alright, let's head home. Alright, very little money out of that one. Still, 3 level 5s, picking up Black Plague and Night Blindness, both terrible. Satanophobia, pretty bad. Tetanus, bad. Faded replaces Thick-Blooded. I actually prefer Thick-Blooded to Faded, so all around negative out of that. Cool.